Are robots smarter than you? Will they soon overthrow humankind and assume the position of the supreme ruler of the earth? We've all heard many doomsday scenarios, and it seems that robots are often cast in a negative light, just like how they were portrayed in such sci-fi classics as Star Wars and The Terminator. But are these really fair representations of what AI is capable of today? Can we ever expect them to be as intelligent as us, or as wise as our film heroes might have us know? I'd like for us to take a step back from Hollywood, and take a look at AI today in an open and unbiased way. Let's face it, robots are taking over. But simply fearing they will be hostile to humans is human nature. In reality, robots can actually do many things that can benefit our daily lives. Some may say we should fear what happens when robots begin to develop the ability for higher levels of artificial intelligence, but the reality is that the safety controls are in place today. Robots have come a long way since they were first introduced in sci-fi movies like Star Wars. The real robots are certainly not as big or as intelligent, but they do have many of the same features that we see in fiction. With increased amounts of automation and robots being introduced in everyday life, it is hard to overlook the role these autonomous machines play in today's society and our lives. Perhaps one of the greatest inventions of humanity is artificial intelligence. The ability to think and act without trivial restrictions such as eating, sleeping, or even basic biological functions has brought more advancement in society than perhaps any other major innovation in our history. It is no wonder that robots are now a permanent fixture among us. They have become an integral part of everyday working life and can be observed in a number of industries, from manufacturing to healthcare. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are starting to play a major role in robotics. The technology is being used to develop self-driving cars and smart robots that can pick up grocery store items and even provide medical advice. As this technology becomes more advanced and more accessible, we're seeing an increase in the use of AI for robotics. AI is useful for robotics because it allows machines to react quickly without human intervention, something that's essential when dealing with dangerous situations or performing tasks that require precision. For example, a self-driving car needs to be able to anticipate potential hazards while driving down the road or interpret traffic signals in order to avoid accidents. Today there are many different types of artificial intelligence systems that are being applied to robotics projects all over the world, from self-driving cars to drones and even robots that operate autonomously in warehouses. Let's have a look at some examples of how artificial intelligence is being used in robotics applications today. Human-robot interaction, HRI. Human-robot interactions, HRI, refer to the study of the interaction between humans and robots in a variety of settings. The field has been recognized as an important area of research since the early 1990s and is now a prominent subfield within human-computer interaction studies. The study of human-robot interaction, HRI, is often interdisciplinary in nature, involving numerous fields such as robotics, artificial intelligence, cognitive science, computer science, design science, and psychology. Some scholars argue that the term HRI should be replaced with the more general term human-machine interaction, HMI, as this would encompass all forms of interactions between humans and machines that are independent of their physical form. The most common applications for HRI research include entertainment robots such as humanoid robots used for entertainment purposes and interactive toys such as Tamagotchi. However, there are many other applications where robots interact with humans in ways that require careful consideration from both developers and users. For example, robotic systems can be used to assist elderly people with daily tasks, however the elderly may not understand what they are being asked to do by these systems. Autonomous vehicles, AVs. Autonomous vehicles, AVs, are a big deal. They're going to change how we get around and the nature of our transportation system. In the long run, AVs will make getting around safer, more efficient, and more convenient. In the short run, they'll also be disruptive and confusing. Here are some of the things you should know. AVs will not replace all cars. In fact, it's likely that they'll complement our current driving behaviors by making them safer and easier. AVs are not self-driving cars, they're self-driving vehicles. The difference between a car and a vehicle is subtle but important. While today's AVs have limited autonomy, full autonomy is still many years away. Full autonomy requires significant technological advancements as well as regulatory changes that will take time to implement. The technology behind autonomous vehicles is rapidly improving, but there are still many obstacles to overcome before we see widespread adoption of these vehicles on public roads, including regulatory barriers, infrastructure challenges, and consumer acceptance concerns. Robotics Process Automation, RPA. Robotic Process Automation, RPA, is a software platform that allows organizations to automate business processes through the use of digital workers. These robots are software robots that are created, trained, and deployed to perform repetitive tasks that usually fall on human employees. RPA platforms provide the tools necessary for developing robots, but they don't provide the expertise needed for designing them or programming them with machine learning algorithms. However, they do offer solutions for deploying and managing large numbers of robots throughout your organization's IT infrastructure. Automated Manufacturing Systems, AMS. Automated Manufacturing Systems, AMS, are a group of computer-controlled machines that work together with minimal human interaction to produce a product. Automated Manufacturing Systems, AMS, is a type of industrial automation system. They are used to control the manufacturing processes through computers. AMS is also known as Computer Integrated Manufacturing, CIM, which is a field of study within industrial engineering and operations research that uses computers to control industrial production systems. Automation of manufacturing processes can be achieved through robotics, programmable logic controllers, PLC, or other automated systems. Automation allows manufacturers to improve output quality while reducing costs and improving efficiency. It also allows manufacturers to keep up with customer demand despite fluctuations in demand because there is no need for additional labor during slow periods in production. Conclusion. So while it's easy to be terrified of the potential of robots invading our world, maybe it's not so bad after all. While robots have been used in the workforce for years, we're now entering an age where they're more affordable and available. In other words, they're doing the jobs that they've always been there to do, but now they are able to do them better. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.